Right, welcome back. Tournament prep. This is day 7. We actually got a tournament today. This is the Devon, excuse me, it's the Devon Pros, and we are playing the East course, which is definitely my favourite out of the two. So there's two really good links courses here. West is a bit shorter and a bit tighter on the back nine, and the East is just a proper golf course. Like a good score here. Getting under par around Saunton East is always a good score. When you see professional tournaments or amateur tournaments here, the scoring is rarely very low. So it's just a proper demanding links course, and I'm guessing, or I've heard, it's in very good nick at the moment, so the greens are decent, and you know, they don't do sort of like winter tees and short golf courses, so I imagine we'll be fairly far back, which is nice. We've actually got a decent day today as well. Sun's out for once. It's I'm not going to say it's warm, it's like 7 degrees, but there's going to be no wind, so that 7 degrees is going to feel quite nice. Now, filming this round purely comes down to whether I can get set up with a trolley, and if that trolley actually has a little umbrella holder. I'm thinking that's going to be the way forward, and I'm actually speaking to a few different trolley, or not a few different trolley companies, a company in particular that distributes trolleys, and I'm thinking of forming a partnership with them. So that's all in conversation at the moment, but essentially what that will lead to is a trolley with an umbrella holder, which you can easily put my DJI Pocket 3 into, and then it's just simple. Now today, I'm not obviously not going to carry around a tripod and put that down in a pro tournament. It's just not going to happen. So it depends if I can get a trolley. If I can't, I'll just film a few bits out on the golf course so you can have a look what it's like, and then on the way home I'll go into full detail about the round. I'll be one of those guys that sits in the pro shop and just chats off the pros here about how their round went, but I'll be doing it to you in a car, in the office. Anyway, feeling pretty good about today. Ball striking's in a really good place. Haven't been able to practice when it comes to sort of like short game, really, because the short game area isn't, I mean, it's still like everywhere in England, like everywhere's wet, and short game areas and putting greens, it's just almost impossible to find a decent surface. So that's just what we're dealing with at the moment over in the UK, but I'm sure there are ways of getting around it. I'll probably go into that in another episode because it's still got to be done. But today, yeah, we're going to try and put a good round together. About 10 minutes away, just going through Braunton before I get to Saunton. Oh mate, beautiful. Oh yeah. Alright, first tee, East course. It's about as pure as it gets. Look at the greens. That's the 18th on the west, 18th on east over there. Greens are running quick and really true, so it can be fun out there. Shot. Finger.
Yeah, good shot, mate. Spin. Yeah, shot. Nice, mate. Nice shot. Yeah, nice putt. So. I'm just going to read out the top 3. So we're going to tie for second place.
with level par was Joe Ferguson, Simon Hayward and James Wiltshire.
Very good.
And today's winner with a great score of 4 under par was Paul Hendrickson. Net.
What's that one saying? Yeah? Do you want to... Sorry about you being left out, mate.
Do you want to be in it?
It's not Dan Hendrickson golf, all right?
Yeah, lighter.
How much lighter?
Look at the feel in this boy's hands.
Is it literally like a notch?
1d4, yeah.
So how would you sort out getting that swing weighted to like more like a D6 feel?
Yeah, you've got a couple of options. So you can internalise it. So you'd have to pull the head,
Yeah.
tip weight up the shaft. Sounded rude, no one laughing. But tip weight up the shaft.
Tip with a P, yeah?
Tip of the P, yeah. To get that swing weight back up where you would want it to be. 2 swing weights is, I'd probably just about notice, but it's not going to be hugely detrimental. But like, just for peace of mind,
Yeah.
I just think it's nicer to have them all uniform. So that's barely D2, your 5-iron.
We've got some exciting stuff to talk about in the next 5 minutes. This really, I feel like this is why you subscribed. I'm going to talk about swing weights, and I'm going to talk about my score today, which was pretty good, to be fair. So, apologies for Paul Hendrickson's little outburst there, but some people just don't understand the value and the entertainment that I'm bringing to the YouTube platform when I talk about my swing weights. But to quickly just go over that, so I've just got my new set of irons from Cobra, and I've gone for a slightly thicker grip. Now, when you're adding a mid-sized grip, that is heavier, but also adding a bit more layerage underneath the grip, that adds more weight to the grip end. So then the head feels lighter, and that's basically what swing weight is, how light or heavy the club feels when you're swinging it. And I've been playing D5 to D6 with irons, and these are coming in between D2 and D4. So my first thoughts, what is going on there? That is a topless woman running. I mean, I know I'm in North Devon, but you don't expect that. Yeah, the swing weight is lighter. So what I'm going to do now, Joe's let me borrow his swing weight machine. So there will be more swing weight material coming up on the vlog soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And yeah, I'm just going to adjust it. So you basically just need to order like lead tape, essentially lead adhesive or whatever Joe said. So I'm going to order some and then get them all to D5 to D6, and then we'll be feeling it just feel a bit better, more like what I'm used to. Right, we're going to calm things down now for the last few minutes of the video. I know that got a bit heated there, talking about swing weights. I'm going to talk about the round of golf today. So, as you've just seen, finish tied second, 36 points, which is level par. Level par is a pretty respectable score around Saunton. Paul Hendrickson won it with 4 under. There was no James Roof because he's in Portugal, so it was roofless today's show. But actually getting into the round, so 3 birdies, 3 bogeys, and the thing I'm actually really happy about today is that's probably the first round of golf I've ever shot level par or better where I've swung it not very well. And by not very well, you may, if we filmed it and if you were watching, it may not have looked like I was swinging it that bad, because I was hitting there or thereabouts target, you know, half of the time. There were a few misses, obviously, but at the moment, when I'm swinging it well, when I really feel like I'm swinging it well, I'm feeling, my main feel is this sort of like hold off, like hold the face, and with that feel that I have, I'm fairly neutral. I would love to see the ball just fall into the right and have that as a consistent shot pattern, the ball just fall into the right. But sometimes I'll go out there and I'll have the same feel and the ball will fall slightly to the left. Today, and I don't know if it was something to do with the running that I was doing the other day, my hips felt really tight and I couldn't quite get through the ball very well, and it resulted in just not having much club face control, couldn't really get into it and hold it very well, and yeah, I was getting a bit inside, a bit stuck, so I was getting a two-way miss. The ball was either like a high block or a sort of like a draw, or it's a hook. So a ball that was, you know, curving and finishing left the target. Now the reason I'm happy is because previously I would have gone chasing for, I need to get that ball flight where it's falling right. So I need to really exaggerate this. I need to, you know, have maybe a different feel. I need to get this ball moving left to right. And today what I did is go, right, so I know that feel sort of produces, well, it's producing either a shot that's a bit of a push or a draw. So let's try and manage the game around that today. Let's just try and get it in with this golf swing. And that's exactly what I did. I kept it in play the majority of the time. I know you saw me sort of like in a bush, but I made up and down from 66 yards, which is probably a first on the channel. But yeah, I sort of managed the game, kept it in play, and shot a level par round. I'm not sure exactly how much that's going to be, so the update for the finances, because we're currently 80 quid profit in the year so far. This tournament may have tipped me over to the next tax bracket, but I will update that on the next video, and also my new drivers here. So I'm going to show you that in the next video as well. I actually managed to manage the game for once. I'm slowly starting to use my brain, which is always good, and get it around a golf course when I'm not swinging it very well. I putted well today, and one thing I will say, which I'm really buzzing about. So there was, off the 10th tee, I didn't use my head very well. It was literally playing 280, and I read the card wrong, and I thought it was playing 330, so I hit a 5-iron, wanting to leave myself a slightly longer wedge in. I ended up pulling this 5-iron a bit, so it went like 220, and I had about 50 yards up onto a raised green off a horrible tight lie, wet winter tight lie, like proper links tight lie winter. It's like not nice. It's going to expose any low point problems that you have. And yeah, I told you I'm improving my pitching and my chipping, and this was the first real test. I looked down and I was like, this is a really good test, and I nipped it. There was no, like, you know, spasm. There was no yip. It was just nipped. Low point control was great. Hit it to 6 inches, rolled it in, and then I made up and down from 66 yards, which is that one that you saw in the video. Made up and down from 66 yards after hitting it to like 4 foot. So really happy with how that's going. So I'm using my head and I'm learning how to pitch. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this season now. Right, next video is going to be update of the finances, and also I think I've just had a delivery from a new driver. So I'll be getting that on the golf course and we'll be getting it in play. See you on the next one, probably tomorrow.